held for a long time. It's green and go, and it's a great start in the middle of the pack. That looks like it's Jamie Brazier. PN Motorsport has got a shocking start already, down 4 places, and Smokey Devil and A. Smith through turn 1. Smokey a little wide. That should give A. Smith the run. Lucas Roth's already up to P3, and A. Smith still attacking the front of that car. Yellow flag, and that is PN Motorsport, who is down 10 place. Had a terrible start. Leon Ferdy, 10-second time penalty for corner cutting then. All these drivers on the soft tyre, so that is an interesting strategy way to go. Then obviously tyre choices will differ. Lucas Roth looking up the inside, sorry, that's Fury up the inside of what looks to be Lucas Roth, and Smokey Devil has dropped down the pack, and somebody has a bit of wing damage further back. On board with Forsey, Dan looks like he's missing an end plate on his car with DJ Phil, Craig Leon Fernie further down the pack. Look at Jamie Brazier having a look on Gary 131, and that is going to be job done. Thank you, Mama, for the carrot, says Jamie Brazier. Big boy Brazier now, look, right on the back of Lucas Roth. No DRS open yet as we change the camera angle. Look, Jamie says the fastest lap of the race, and through goes Jamie Brazier up the inside of Lucas Roth, and that is job done. But a little wide, does that give Keegs a little bit inside? No, he does not. It does now go into 3, and he has to yield that time. Gary just behind him having a super look as well, and Lucas Roth here then away already, and a great set. Jamie Brazier then away already, and a great start to this race for him. Leon Fernie has lost out to Fury in the back down. Oh, and Fury and Leon Fernie make contact and both into the wall, and PN will be up to 9, Craig Hill to 10. Smithy as Jamie Brazier now hunting down A. Smith for that lead of this race. He pulls out now, and look at the camera angle down to the side, over the line they come, and Jamie Brazier swoops past as Dan now sets the fastest lap of the race. What's happened to Jamie then out front? As A. Smith and Lucas Roth have both got through, and Jamie finds himself attacking Lucas Roth here then, but has Gary close behind, and Gary's going to look up the inside, and Jamie has to move late to give Gary plenty of room, and now Jamie's going to have the inside line, and Gary, ever the opportunistic, will see any gap and take it. Tied on 22 race wins apiece, 23 race wins apiece. Here comes Gary, here comes Jamie, on then Lucas Roth. Quicker in a straight line is Jamie, and up the inside as he forces Lucas Roth and himself very wide. Lucas Roth could get bombarded by Gary, who has a crunch of wing, break off, and it doesn't look too bad from that view. But Gary up ahead of Lucas Roth, yellow flag in the second sector, and that is Bryn, and who is that? Who's a spinner? It's Lucas Roth and Gary 131, who's tagged each other and gone round. A wing damage for Gary. Lucas Roth as well, and Gary 131, a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Lucas Roth. Forsey and Dan capitalising from now on from Jamie Brazier, from Forsey, from Dan, as Dan now about to pull out and has a look around the outside of Forsey, who goes a little deep, and Dan, that's why he's a 5-time champion at Simplay Motorsport. Job done, as easy as you like for an orthodox here, and that is P3, even with that bit of end plate damage on the right hand side of his wing. And you imagine Smithy's just going to be a sitting duck. Fastest lap for Jamie Brazier, pulls to that inside line, and that'll be job done into turn 1. If you're Forsey, you've got the job done on an orthodox as well, and that is another position gain for Forsey. A man who is close enough is this man, PN Motorsport, on the back of Lucas Roth, and Lucas Roth wing damage is really hurting him here, and down the inside goes PN. That for P6 and 7. P8 is the final points place, don't forget, but Lucas Roth around the outside gets him back. Craig E also gets the DRS, and he's going to look to make the move on Smokey Devil. That is job done. Still with just over halfway to go in this race. That's Bryn, same corner. Bryn really struggling at that section of track as he'll come on behind Lucas Roth and Craig E. And now Forsey, 0.4 of a second to A. Smith, will have DRS over Smithy. Here he goes, we have lost Bryn once again, I don't think he can get back in. Forsey pulls out to the right, there you go Smithy in the background. Smithy actually keeps it on the inside in the pit, tap again. And Dan goes through the middle of him, he must have wondered what was happening there. Dan goes through the middle, and that absolutely brilliant driving from Dan as Forsey now drops to 4th. Will have DRS, as will Smithy on an orthodox as well. But did Forsey give Smithy enough room? Was Smithy a bit too optimistic to still be up the inside? Big boy Brazier is going to take the sprint race win. It's been dominance from Jamie Brazier. Forsey looking like he's going to get a P2. 2.6 ahead of Dan. secure his time penalty by 6/10. Fury though, at 40 though, will come across for P2. Great for him there. Unorthodox P3. Go then, ladies and gentlemen. We have the lights on. The grid order has been set. Apologies for the break. Held a very long time. It's green and go here. And Algar, but a great stop from Unorthodox who cuts across Jamie Brazier. But it has to give him the space as Jamie's nose was still there. And into turn one they come. And big boy Brazier barges down a little wide. And Dan will keep the lead in this race. Yellow flag already in the background. Not sure why. It says cars galore in this first part of the lap. The full lap in the full lap is on. And here we go then. It's go, go, go. And what a start to this race already. As Dan leads. Jamie leads from Dan from Gary 131 who's going to go on the inside of Dan. And looks on the inside of Jamie. Jamie has to give him room. There's the tyres the drivers are starting on. And Gary going for the ultimate strategy of the softs to the mediums. And Gary now up to P2, the quicker tyre. Clearly wants to be in P3. DJ Phil drops all the way back to the back of the pack then. As he's now in yellow flag, not sure who's up or that. I think it's Fury and Bryn. Yes, it is. Is there damage? Not to Bryn's car. Not to Fury's car either. I don't believe we wait for it to turn around. That will be the DRSO opening up as well. Can you get that moved up? Craigie, DRS wide open. Fury goes defensive. Craigie pulls to the outside. He's going to have to go a long way around here. Tucks back underneath Fury. That is job done. Fury can't come across to defend because there is Craigie. And that is a great move. And that is P2 yellow flag.
Give it.
Jamie Brazier through there. Now then, who can have that DRS? Jamie does, Dan does as well. Dan then does the fastest lap of the race. Gary soft, did not work for him as he would have hoped. Jamie goes on the attack here, a little further up, can't do nothing about it. Dan hoping Jamie might outbrake himself and does hope that Jamie outbreaks himself because he squeezes up the inside, and as they come to turn 3, it's 3 for the lead here, and Dan up the inside for P2 takes it from Jamie Brazier, and that is job done. Really is now just trying to defend from Dan. Dan 3/10 off the back of Gary. Jamie 6/10 off the back of Dan. But this is where Jamie gets the better run from Dan. He's only 4/10 back. Dan now within 3/10 of a second from Gary 131 as down towards turn one they come. Did you watch the British Grand Prix? We absolutely did. Dan then up the inside of Gary, and then Unorthodox has taken the lead. They're still side by side. Gary around the outside at turn 2, still can't make it stick. And is he going to keep it around the outside of 3? He has, you know. Jamie could get the benefit there. Gary will definitely have some DRS off of Unorthodox then. Dan leads this race. What a dramatic British Grand Prix we had. What a dramatic Portuguese Grand Prix we're having here in the F2s. Jamie up the inside of Gary for P2, and Jamie takes P2 away from Gary. There's Gary just now starting to drop away. DRS wide open, and here he comes on Unorthodox then. Pulls out to the left and goes to cover him. Jamie goes left again, and that is job done. And the lead of this race for big boy Brazier. Now then, Unorthodox, what can you do? He's trying to come back up the inside. Does get back up the inside. Jamie gives him plenty of room. Gary nearly gets caught out by that. The problem for Dan is he's gave himself DRS away. Has he got a good run out of turn 4? I don't think so, because Jamie's all over the back of him. And where is Gary 131? They're all there together. There's Dan on the outside. The cameraman, not very good angle there because of the standings on the side. Just so we can see the overtakes depending on the cameras. Dan pulls out to defend. There's Gary. Jamie now pulls out to attack. And here comes big boy Brazier up the inside of Gary 131. Gary's going to hold it around the outside. He has to go very wide. Does keep the place over Jamie there. And into turn 4. Gary still second. A wiggle for Dan on the exit of the corner. And Gary now takes back the lead of this race. Who has DRS though? Not Gary or Dan apparently. The two leaders do not have DRS, and Jamie Brazier doesn't. Up the inside of Gary he goes, but can't get the move done on Dan. So what a crazy scene here this is. Let's just go to Jamie Brazier. We'll come back to Lucas Roth in a moment. Here comes Jamie. Dan goes defensive. Jamie pulls out. Dan tries to come across. Jamie gives him a car's width on the outside, and Jamie runs a little deep, and Dan will take that position back now to... Jamie just looking up the inside of Unorthodox there. Look at the run Jamie will get through this part of the track. Here he goes then. Here goes Jamie Brazier. 0.2 of a second. Gets a better run than Dan out that part of the corner. And now he pulls to that left-hand side, and he should be past Dan with him plenty of time. And indeed he is. He comes back across, can break at exactly the right moment. And Dan trying to still look underneath, can't do nothing about it. Now it'll be Dan's turn to try and get back on the rear of Jamie Brazier. As Bryn's now dropped to 13th place. Struggle tonight has Bryn. Here comes unorthodox. DRS should open. There it is. 0.3 of a second. Jamie goes defensive. Is Dan going to think of sending one? PN's back ahead of Craig E. Dan looks round the outside. Can't do nothing about it. PA for Lucas Roth and Big Boy Brazier. But for Keegs here, with Jamie having DRS wide open, is Keegs just going to let him go? He has actually let Jamie go up the inside. Jamie, though, out-brakes himself a bit. And here comes Lucas Roth. Tabs the back of Jamie. Holds a wiggle and Jamie's through in this race. Can PN have a look up the inside? I tell you what, he does have a little send it look, and that is a good move from PN. P8 and job done. He's got to be patient on the throttle, which allows Phil to get a bit of a better run. Smoky Devil not getting any closer. Dan gets the gap towards the bottom end of 3 seconds, and Lucas Ross sends one up the inside. Has missed the corner by a mile though, and will DJ Phil get him back past? He will indeed. So a day late, dollar short for Lucas Ross there. He's got to get it done once again. Smoky Devil just patiently watching in the background, as this is where Keegs keeps having a few problems. He managed to get through that one pretty unscathed there. Craigie 1.8 to PN. Gary's gap up to nearly 3 seconds now, so as Gary had a little wobble somewhere because his medium tyres, his strategy hasn't worked for him. It's going to cost him a podium in this race. He was leading at one stage, and Lucas Roth under pressure now from Smoky Devil. Instead of being able to attack DJ Phil, he's under pressure from Smoky Devil. Down the hill they come now. 3/10 between Lucas Roth and DJ Phil. And he's going to really want to get this done. The poll has ended. The next poll will be for driver of the day, so you can make sure you get your votes in for that one. He's done it without me, but here then, what happened to Lucas Roth there? What is happening to Lucas Roth's car? It's gone very slow. I thought he was pulling out to pass Phil, and Smoky Devil's got past DJ Phil. In this one, it's about this man. It's going to be the London buses here in Portugal, and Big Boy Brazier takes the race to win. Craigie's crossed the line to finish 9th. Unorthodox then, what could have been, but it's a second place, a second place in this one. It was third in race 1 behind Forsey, and for this man Forsey, it's going to be a 3-3. 2 podiums and he closes the gap to Gary A. Smith there.
I'm just calling to say I